part of this map, Vanny Research Station. Playing for 440 Gaming, our Red Terran, we have Lullaby.
Oh yes, 440 all over the place. And his opponent in the 6 o'clock spawn on the bottom hand side of Vanny Research Station. Representing Boreal Gaming, is DeathEnD.
See, I wanted to say top hand, but I knew that wasn't quite right, and you did it. You said bottom hand. I was about to say top hand, and I was like, it's not top hand. It's just the top part of the map. What are you doing, Tim? Yeah. Yes, you do.
Lullaby also does what he wants, and it appears what he wants is an 11-11 racks.
It does very much, and he will throw down the first racks. That's going to be key, I tell you, that DeathEnD will be able to somehow spot this. Maybe not spot it, but have some inclination of it, because if he doesn't have any inclination of this coming out, he will definitely not be in a good position. No 9 pylon scout, simply throwing down that 13 gateway, going for 15 gas, only 1, 2. He's only going for 1 gas, though, so that may be a little bit of hope for DeathEnD here, but it's going to be very hard, especially if he starts pumping out Marines, which it does look like it will since there is no gas for Lullaby.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is kind of an interesting choice, because if DeathEnD had actually walled off, he'd be maybe okay against this, but it's still really tough. Like, the Marines would have a decent time just chipping away at whatever comes out of the gateway. The Cyber Core before any kind of Zealots, I don't think currently that DeathEnd's actually planning on building any units from his gateway. He might start a Zealot and cancel it to build his Nexus. If so, there may be a decent amount of hope for him.
Yeah, I agree, and definitely him not getting that second assimilator is very, very good for him. Now, should he maybe not go for... Obviously, I feel like he's probably going to want to get it on Mothership Core right when his Cybernetics Core is finished, but does he want to then... Does he want to get Gateway, or does he want to go on the Mothership Core? I assume the Mothership Core.
I would kind of hope so. DeathEnD, he sees this bunker coming up, but it's possible he underestimates it. He could just be
3 Marines.
Not anymore. Now he knows what's going on. And that Zealot is no match for 3 Marines. They're going to be running out, splitting themselves out. And
probes at this point right now. He needs to pull a lot of probes.
Yeah, when this bunker finishes, and it's going to... one of the Marines is going to die before it gets in the bunker, but the other 2, they make their way inside.
It gets sniped at the last minute. I think right there, really what DeathEnD should have done is pulled 8 or 9 probes and attacked, but the Stalker would have got... Stalker is out now for DeathEnD. Now, he is going to deal with that barrack, deal with those 2 barracks out there. Now, I think, really, if he could have had that initial Zealot stay alive, which it almost barely did, I think that would have benefited him a lot. Maybe he will be able to chrono boost this Stalker out, but I do not think it will go down.
I'm not too sure.
He could actually
chrono
boost it if he wanted to.
Yeah, I think if he had it would have survived. It would have gotten out even, but unfortunately it won't, as it stands. And yeah, I like the decision to send up 1 Stalker to deal with the reinforcements, because it means he's only got 4 Marines to deal with. But that's still 4 Marines he's got to deal with. And he actually doesn't have anything to do that with. All his gateways are in production. The one he had has been killed. And this is going really nicely for Lullaby. DeathEnD is going to lose a few more probes for this. Oh,
just a few seconds, he will have Photon Overcharge, which, yep, he throws down, and that's exactly what he wants to happen. Taking out that first SCV, which is precisely what it needs to happen right here. And that's going very well for him. Taking out that second bunker with those Marines in it. Right now, he is supply blocked, though, DeathEnD. He has 3 gates being made, and on the back of this, Lullaby's actually, he has his second CC going down. Not mining any gas, though, but he does have that second CC going down, and for DeathEnD actually pushing back that second bunker, hopefully we'll take out that third soon. DeathEnD with the 3 gates, and he has a Twilight Council, so preparing for some sort of blink play after this, probably an all-in. But did he actually take that much damage? He only lost 3 probes.
Yeah, not too bad. A lot of his stuff has been delayed, but Lullaby without too many SCVs coming out of this. Mothership Core is going to go down, but if he starts it again immediately, that's no big loss. It'll come out with about the same amount of energy it would have had anyway. He doesn't have any gas for it. He hasn't been able to mine gas, he's just been desperately trying to survive, but nice round on all the Marines, and they are going to get taken out here. So, yeah, 1 survives and falls. So DeathEnD ends up 2 workers down.
Oh yeah, DeathEnD so far has lost 10 workers actually, but originally he only had lost 3. I think if that Mothership Core obviously did not have enough for another Photon Overcharge, but if he somehow could have played that so he had one more Photon Overcharge on that Mothership Core alive, I think he would have only lost that 3, which would have been a huge benefit for him, actually. Or, I mean, it would have been a huge win right there, actually. In DeathEnd, over the other side of the map, hopefully with Blink, which is starting. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, I don't think it's possible to get a Monster Core out realistically early enough to have the 2 Photon Overcharges by that point, but I know it would have been a dream. If Photon Overcharge didn't have an energy requirement, Protosses would be very happy, I imagine. And just keeping that Stalker alive. Nice micro from
Nice
DeathEnd.
micro. Ooh, the front one.
Slight mistake there, slight slip up, but he does take out the supply depot, and Lullaby was forced to pull quite a lot of SCVs to try and repair that. Lullaby has, I think, achieved his aim with this. He's set up pretty nicely. He had his 2 bases up nice and quick. DeathEnd has actually transitioned this into a 2-gate Blink, though, and Binary Restart Station it's an okay map for Blink.
Yeah, it's okay. I feel like there's a lot better maps for it, but it's definitely not a bad map for it. I'd love to see DeathEnd be able to snipe one of these barracks, but it looks like he won't be able to. Blink just about to finish up. He is chrono boosting it, 3 stalkers at a time out of these 3 gates. And this is going to be pretty hard for Lullaby to hold, actually, I think, because he is getting double Marauder out, but only the one other bunker. And he really wants to throw out another bunker very soon, especially with this rising stalker count. And Blink will be done in just a second or 2. So I feel like either a Blink into the top side of the base, in just next to the to the left of the refinery, a Blink into there, and going behind that mineral line might be very, very lucrative for him.
Yeah, it could go very, very well. I've been wondering since I saw Binary Reset Station whether you could blink over this gap towards towards the natural, and I don't know. I guess I'm going to find out here.
I believe you can, actually. I think I've done that on accident before. I've blinked a lot of stalkers in, and some of them have gone over that station or over that area. Mothership Core, nice, very, very nice angle. It'll almost have enough for a recall also, which will be a great. Focusing down that bunker, the bunker will go down. Now there is 2 Marauders. First Marauder taken down, second Marauder taken down. Time War is thrown down, which is in a great position, stopping a lot of these SCVs. Now DeathEnd wants to get a little bit of a concave so these SCVs won't do as... Actually, this is an even better idea, doing them like that. Blinking down to the low ground from DeathEnd. He has taken out a lot of SCVs so far. He's now killed 10 SCVs. They're equal 11 SCVs dead right now. And... looks like no more SCVs will be killed right at the moment, but it is 11-10, so he has equaled out the economies. Targeting down the Marauder, targeting down those Marines, doing such great attack right here. GG. Wow. In this second game of the best of 3, in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Terran, who's currently down 1 game, and he attempted at 11-11 racks in the first game. For 440 Gaming, we have Lullaby.
And his opponent in the top right-hand corner, playing as the red Protoss, currently at 1-0 and 1 game away from meeting Spear in the winners match. It's the red Protoss from Team Boreal. DeathEnd.
That idea of seeing what we saw come out of DeathEnd versus Spear, I think that'd be a really, really cool matchup. But also, I'm excited to see what Lullaby will do in this game. Not going for any wall off, and I think that's acceptable. I think he may be going for some early aggression, which that normally it does entail when you don't go for that wall off, but maybe not. Do you think for this early aggression, there may be some stim timing? Obviously, you can't. It's pretty early to tell. But do you think there's some stim timing, or maybe some sort of Hellbat drop or some Widowmine drop?
Well, as you say, it's really early to tell. I guess the tip off for that will be what comes out of the barracks first. Whether it's a Reaper, whether it's nothing, and the gas goes into a fairly fast factory. Yeah. Whether it's an add-on, and that looks like it'll be Reaper. Reaper is pretty normal, to be honest. That's kind of what I would expect, given the gas timing in just most games. Just a single Reaper, I would be surprised to see a second one. And the single Reaper vs Protoss obviously is fantastic for scouting, not just their base, but also around the map, because we know how much those sneaky Protosses like to proxy things.
I'd love to see Lullaby make a bunker and then cancel it just to freak DeathEnd out. Now, I really like this play of only going for 1 gas that DeathEnd's doing. That's going to be a little bit hard for this Zealot that he is trying to cut this SCV off, actually, which I think will be very good, making sure it can't see that base up there now. It obviously doesn't look like he's going for a natural expansion yet, but I think that would be a good idea to cut off any of that scouting.
Yeah, definitely does help. And
I think that would have been really cool if Lullaby threw down a bunker, just like threw it down then canceled it. Even though that'd be a slight loss of minerals, just freak your opponent out. Oh, this will be very nice for this. Actually, wow, DeathEnD won't keep the Stalker in his base. He's relying on the Stalker that will just very soon come out. Reaper for Lullaby almost in that base, but looks like it'll hold back actually. And DeathEnD will be moving across the map with the Mothership Core, Zealot, and Stalker combination.
Yeah, and this could do a little damage. Lullaby actually doesn't have a bunker finished. It's nowhere near done.
Reactive,
so focusing down the Stalker that's building, sorry, the SCV that's building that, and that bunker is going to get annihilated by the DPS of that Zealot, and
at this
now he's in the base.
At the same time, DeathEnD did take out that Reaper that was in his base, so DeathEnD coming to a very, very quick aggression. I'm a little bit... I feel like he definitely does not want to overcommit. Double Marine production will be very powerful, but he really has to get to the 4 and 6 Marine count to really start being scary to deal with. Now, I really like this. Two more Stalkers coming across the map. Mothership Core not taking any damage yet, focusing down those Marines, taking them out quite quickly. SCVs are actually doing a lot of damage, so this Mothership Core wants to get out of there right now. It does not want to die to these Marines, and it just barely won't actually. 3 Stalkers will just do enough damage, and some great micro. These SCVs will go down.
Yeah, 3 Stalkers is lot scary. Like the extra reinforcements coming out of DeathEnD, there's another one making its way across the map, and already Lullaby's taking a lot of damage, down to 12 SCVs. He's been mining off of just a mule for quite a while now. Now he's trying to move out and push this back again, with only 2 Marines though. It's going to be really tough, especially now there's 4 Stalkers out. They can kite against these Marines and SCVs all day long.
Yeah, definitely. It's very easy to kite with these with these Stalkers, and more Stalker reinforcements are so hard to deal with, and especially with his bunker or the barracks in the front. DeathEnD takes game 2, very decisive victory.